Let's talk about the sticky situation of how to motivate an employee who did not get a promotion. By the end of this video, you're going to be ready to help your non-promoted employees make the best next step for them and for your business. We're going to talk through the best thing you can do in the immediate aftermath for a team member who didn't get promoted. I'll talk through the real impact that not getting promoted has on the heart and the mind of a team member. And we'll discuss whether the best move is to keep them on your team or help them move on. Okay, real talk. The best thing you can do in the aftermath of having an employee who didn't get a promotion and is upset about it is find out the details of the life they're trying to build for themselves and their loved ones. The reason why is because that's why they're working in the first place. And whenever someone does not get a promotion, they probably feel like reaching those goals are farther away. And so when you as the leader says, hey, I want to reconnect with you about what you're trying to accomplish, it tells them I'm your partner in trying to get you there. And even though you didn't get a promotion this time, I care about what you're trying to accomplish, and I'm interested in finding a pathway to that for you and for your family. That's going to really, first of all, bring their emotional temperature down and legitimately establish you as a source of help in the situation rather than the source of harm, because you're the one that delivered the news that they didn't get the promotion, and you probably had a hand in the decision along with some other people. But they're going to attribute that decision mostly to you as their direct manager, and it can really add some friction to the relationship. Showing interest in what they're trying to build for themselves as a result of the work they give to you is going to really build that bond back and build a pathway back to full trust. And it is important to acknowledge that for the employee, this is a trust issue, especially if they feel like they gave you performance that was worthy of a promotion. The other variable on this is if that you give them a promotion, but it doesn't come with a raise, or doesn't come with a raise that they find to be of a sufficient amount. No matter what leaders want to say, employees correlate more pay with more responsibility and more power. And if you don't pair those things together, or if you're not allowed by your organization to pair those things together, it will damage trust between you and your team member. So focusing back on what they're trying to get for their life and establishing yourself as a partner, again, is going to nurture that trust at a time when you really need it nurtured. The next thing you want to do is get real honest. Honestly assess if you can help them get the life that they're trying to build for themselves and their loved ones in the next 2 to 3 years max. Time matters on this one because they already felt like missing the promotion is a setback, and so they're looking for things to happen quick. And if you can't show them a pathway to getting what they want within a reasonable time frame, they're going to disengage and move on. Now, if you don't want to keep them, that may not be such a bad thing. But if they're a highly valuable part of your team, losing them is not something you want to have to go through. If you can give them the life they want from the job they have, fantastic. Tell them. Walk them through the plan for how to do it. Help them understand that this is the goal. It's not necessarily a commitment because things shift, but let them know you have a plan. Make sure it's realistic, that it's believable, and that it's defensible, that it actually has a material likelihood of producing the outcomes they want for their life. That will help you re-engage them and bring them back to a proper level of motivation in their current job. And if you discover that you can't give them the life they want in the next 2 to 3 years, tell them that too. Because here's the thing, they're going to figure it out on their own if they haven't already. And when they do, the most likely thing they're going to do is not tell you that they figured it out. The natural employee response when they realize that they don't want their job anymore and they have to move on is to stop telling things to their direct manager. They close ranks. It's just natural. If you're in this conversation with them ahead of time, you have a much higher likelihood that they're going to tell you where they're at. Or if you initiate the conversation and you say, look, I want to respect your time. Like, I care about you getting the life you want while you have time to live it. I don't want to claim your time in a job that's not going to give you what you want most. Also, you can know as a leader that when they realize they can't get it, you're not going to get top performance from them anyway. So if you can shorten the amount of time that you're paying full price for subpar performance from them because their motivation has been undercut by not getting the promotion, then why wouldn't you shorten that time? And you can do it in a way that feels great to them, feels supportive, and feels like you really do care about the fact that you weren't able to give them the promotion that they wanted. Now, we know that promotions are a big employee motivator, but they're not the only, and they might not even be the biggest. So if you want to know what is the biggest employee motivator, click on the link in the description of this video. It's going to take you to my video answering that question. What is the biggest employee motivator? It's got all kinds of insights and tactics that are going to help you understand what it is and then put it to good use to give your team members a very satisfying employee experience and give you the privilege of their top performance and the great business outcomes that it generates for your business. I'll see you there.